Alright. So, where I left off doing this off stream is I finished off the last of the side quests and main quests that are not the time-related quests that are in the Northport region. So, we have to move on to our next region. So, let's take a little bit of a look at what all options we have. So, there's one mission I'm already working on. I don't think that's in Mountain River, but let's check. That is. Okay, so there's a sawmill and Mountain River. Pretty straightforward. I think I did the metal beams part of this. So we have service parts ×4, fuel ×2, and small pipes ×1. Okay. I might be able to do a good chunk of this at once if I use a semi-trailer. So that one we're going to start tracking, but let's see what else we have. So supply crates, that's White Valley. This is also Mountain River, and it's getting a coiled tubing semi-trailer. Never had to deal with that before. Saddle high is required. Okay. Well, I did bring over the P16 on this map. Actually, I might have stuck it over in White Valley because I recovered it. So that's still okay though, because we got White River, or I'm sorry, Mountain River and White Valley linked together. Let's take a real quick peek on the Mountain River map so we actually see where these things are supposed to be happening. So zoom in here. I'm not sure which quest it's looking at right now. I'm assuming the one we already have tracked. That was under Morrison Mining, so cargo delivery. So that's where we deliver it to. Looks like the trailer is actually coming from Pedro Bay. So that would take some doing. I do have a couple trucks over there, but the only truck that I have over there that has a saddle, it's a saddle low, not a saddle high. So yeah, that one's going to take a little bit of doing. It doesn't reward all that much. That might be a fun one to start with, though. Kind of like warm up. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead with that one. Okay, we might even be able to, if I'm thinking this out, maybe we can do the lumber mill, because this is the lumber mill right here on our way. So if we come from White Valley to the lumber mill, there's a trailer store here, so whatever trailer we would bring, we could be able to sell fairly easily. What old trailers are over here? Scout fuel carrier, a fuel carrier, service trailer, curtain side trailer, scout fuel trailer. Now the curtain side trailer is probably for a particular mission, because I really don't know what these curtain side trailers do outside of doing missions. So we do have one side quest as well, Bricks in the River, which is going to require more than likely a... I haven't accepted it yet, but it's more than likely going to require a crane, I would imagine. Okay, well, why don't we focus on the thing at hand? So I'm actually going to... Oops. Nah, we're on the wrong map. I want to check... So lumber mill makes a lot of sense, and we can do the cargo delivery at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and start checking that. What else do we have, though? Blackbird. That's White Valley. White Valley. I might not have done this one because it comes from this map. This is a saddle high required as well. So technically, I still do have one on Northport. Maybe we'll do that one after we do the other ones, because it kind of flows. Because we would drop stuff off at the sawmill, maybe sell the trailer we came with, then come into Pedro Bay, get the trailer we need, bring it back to, I believe it's this area that you need it. And then while we're here, we already have a truck that can pick that guy up. So I think that's a good flow of 3 quests we can kind of get out of the way in a decent sequence. So we'll go ahead and accept that quest as well. I don't really want to track it, but at the moment. So I think all the other ones we already saw were White Valley. Oh no, there is one here. What's this one? Drilling spare parts. That's pretty straightforward. You just bring it from one site to the other. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that one right away because this one I think is pretty easy, actually. And then the other two should be White Valley. Okay. And then the last bit, there's a lot of quests here. White Valley, White Valley, White Valley. Okay, there's a mission here. That's wooden planks and fuel. So this is another mission that's fairly easy to do with what's on the map. So that one we're not going to worry about just yet. This one's also here. Again, all the things that you need are on the map. This one's going to take some more doing just because of the number of things. And again, something we... Okay, so there's quite a lot of quests on this map, so that's good. Alright, so our game plan then. We're going to focus on the lumber mill supply first. I'm going to start tracking that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the service spare parts. I'm going to bring 4 of those to the sawmill. And that'll get that bit of it done. We then go to the trailer store, sell whatever trailer we bring. We then go up to Pedro Bay. We get whatever trailer we need there. We bring it back to this area. We come get the trailer that's over here. We go take that to Northport. And then we go from there. Because all of that stuff, well, not all of it, but at least 2 of the things require a saddle high, so we can kind of coordinate. Okay, now that we have that figured out, let's go ahead and get the truck we need, which is going to be in White Valley. And the truck is going to be the P16. I'm going to use that. I used it a little bit off stream, and it's one of my favorite trucks, so I think it will be fun to use that. We're going to need a trailer, so there should be a trailer store here. It's right behind us. I think the one difficulty we may have, well, first off, what time of day is it? It's 2 in the morning, so we've got some travel time. Oh, before I get going, headphones are turned way too high. Yeah, adjust that. I have to guesstimate on that one because I'm not hearing the noise. Might have to still turn it down. Alright, give me 1 second while I do that. Hopefully that's good enough. Alright, so I need pretty much the only trailer this thing would carry on the high saddle. If I remember correctly... Wait a second. Oh, maybe I don't have enough room behind me. Okay, that's probably what it is. So I'm going to have to pull into this a little bit differently. It's a little annoying because this truck has kind of a poor turning circle, so get it at the angle that I want it to be at. Alright, let's see. Might still not have enough room for what we need, but we'll see. This should be something that attaches to the saddle high. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Did I misremember that? I mean, I guess we could take this thing. That would haul 4. But I could have swore there was something that attached to the saddle high that allowed you to haul cargo. All right, well, I'm not going to worry about it. Maybe that is true, and I just don't have enough real estate to get the trailer in there. But you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to grab this guy, which will do the job nonetheless. The plan is to sell the trailer anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, now we need to get some service parts. We've got a service hub here, so we'll grab that on the way. There's also fuel we could grab here, but there's only 2 of those that we need. So we'd, I don't know where the small pipes are. Maybe you get it from the drilling site, although I kind of doubt that. Could just be more fuel. Warehouse is probably where the small pipes come from, and I don't really want to go there. Okay. I could have swore there was a saddle high trailer that you could buy. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they're all saddle low. Seems like the trailers where you need to settle high are usually just quest trailers. I think I'm going down the right road, yeah. So I was able to fully upgrade the P16, so I now have a better gearbox, so we have 5 gears to work with, which I think helps the top speed a little bit. According to the game, it worsens the fuel economy, which to me makes not the most sense, because usually more gears equals better fuel efficiency. It depends on how you set up the gear ratios, though, so we'll just assume that the reason why the fuel economy isn't so great is because the gear ratio isn't set up properly. It's going to be kind of a trick backing up this trailer without being able to see what I'm doing. So let's just skip time now. It wouldn't be that much longer for morning, but I'm probably going to do a terrible job of this anyway. The one thing I don't like about this map is a lot of these places don't have turnaround points. So you don't have a spot where you can turn around with the trailer, which is unfortunate. I actually did a decent job this time. Alright, before we get going though, how do we want to do this? So we can cross this bridge here, probably make a right so that we get onto the main road, and then just go up to Mountain River from there. Okay, that makes sense to me. This looks like a fairly straightforward path. We really don't have to turn. We just don't want to go to the off to the left here. So, that's good. Alright, probably a little bit more backing up. This trailer has a really bad turning circles. Not trailer, the truck. So, might take me a little bit of work here. Get into a spot where we can actually make the turn reasonably. Alright. Oh crap, there's a stump there. I didn't see that. Hopefully the trailer doesn't get stuck on it. We're gonna have to be careful. I think it's scraping on it. No, I think we're free. Alright. Yeah, stumps are tricky. You oftentimes don't see them, which is where you get a lot of problems. Okay. Off we go. I also upgraded the engine. This thing already has a pretty powerful engine. I think I had the... There's 3 engines. You have the default and then 2 upgrades. I had the middle upgrade. This is the high end, so this thing is as upgraded as it can be. But it's a really capable truck even before then. Unfortunately, you can't change out the tires, but I haven't really noticed that being a problem on this map. You don't really slide around too much on the roads, even though these are just off-road tires. And even though these are just off-road tires, they do really well in mud and things. This truck is just very, very good. Hey, Ursi. Alright, now the question is, where do we do our turning? Just keep going. And it's also a pretty straightforward truck to drive, so if you're a newer player, you don't really have to worry about all-wheel drive or locking differentials or stuff. You just hit the gas. You do have to worry about the turning circle, but that's about it. And unfortunately, the limited utility of the truck, because the only thing it can attach to it is the saddle high, which we just demonstrated doesn't have a lot of options. I wish there was more trailers that you could attach to it. I thought there was one, but I guess I was mistaken. Oh. Little bit of slide there. Almost went into the guardrail. But these heavy trucks with the gearbox upgrade, I think is pretty good and pretty important. And it seemingly applies to the Russian trucks too. Like there's just one like heavy truck gearbox for all of them, and you do get it in Alaska. I wish I remembered where I got it. I want to say it was on Pedro Bay, but I don't remember 100%. Although at this point, there's some really good community guides out there. So if you don't want to do all the exploration yourself to find all the upgrades and things, there are a couple people that put out some really good maps of where things are. So that's good. And I guess there's some video guides and stuff out there too. So at this point, there's a pretty good body of work out there. If you're ever curious where a certain upgrade that you feel is really key. I feel like for the P16, this gearbox upgrade is really important. But I'll point out, okay, I had a little bit too much speed there. We'll point out I didn't have it until pretty much now for this truck. So it's really good to have it, but you don't really need it. Oh, I also changed the exhaust so it's a flap cap because I love those. I might have been able to grab a bigger trailer. I didn't really think about it. This might be the biggest one though you can haul behind you, I think. Okay, we're almost there. I mean, honestly, it's being marked on my map, so if I miss it, you know, the focus isn't there. Now, I've not looked on the Pedro Bay map, so I really don't know where we're going just yet. But I have faith the P16 is going to be able to get there unless it's somewhere really, really dicey. I have 2 trucks on the map to help me if I need it. Although no cranes, so if I dump the cargo or something, we're on our own. Alright, we'll go to the lumber mill, drop off the service parts, sell the trailer, and then go on to the next map. So yeah, I'm only noticing the problems with the ice on the roads when I have like a lot of speed built up with this truck anyway. Oh, like that. This is slide. I need to start braking. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, see, okay, so we don't really want to be going that fast. Ah, shit. Alright then. That didn't go to plan at all. Oh, we need a crane on this map anyway, so I guess it's time to go get one. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. What trucks do I have over in White Valley? And in what state did I leave them in? International Paystar. You might already have a crane on you. You do. Okay, that makes that easier. I think I have a game plan here. So these 2 trucks might be able to do the job we're looking for. What way do we want to go? Do we want to go to the right and come over to the fuel station? Probably, because we might need some fuel here, as these trucks were working earlier. I get to show off one of my trucks that I haven't really done anything with. I think if we do it the way I'm planning to do it. So this is a little bit of problem solving that I wish we didn't have to do, but Sometimes this is what happens when you're careless. And see, I was doing that quest to warm up, and that was a bad warm up. Alright, how do I get the hell out of here? Alright, we go this way. Oh, I should turn all-wheel drive on. That's probably why we're going so slow. Alright, so I'm going to use this truck and the other truck that is here to pick up the mess. So I have 4 service parts to pick up. The 2 trucks should be able to do it. I think what I'm going to do is, if I can get around these logs, just screw the fence. Bye, fence. Which way am I going? Going to the right. Sorry about that camera work. Sometimes when you see the camera jolt up like that, that's not me doing that. That's the game. I'm driving too close to something that the camera doesn't like, so the camera freaks out. It's one of the major issues, I think, with this game. I am going the right way, right? Alright. Then we need to make a right at the first opportunity we get. And then another right, go get gas. I might want to just clear out the P16 now, because it's going to be in the way for what we're trying to do. Unless we just load this onto the trailer that the P16 has. I'm just worried about that bug we have when you interact with a separate body. I guess if it comes down to it, it's not that big of a deal, because we can just have the P16 drive off, and after that happens, we'll just have either just this truck deal with it, or we'll have that other truck come over as well. But I guess I learned a little bit of a lesson about the P16 there. It does definitely slide on the ice if you build up a lot of speed. And then slamming on the brakes is probably not the right way to deal with that, because it just caused the truck to go sideways. Although that's not ultimately what caused the goods on the trailer to get dumped. I think it's because there was something in the terrain off to the side of the road that caused that issue. It's a warm one today in the house. I'm starting to sweat. Alright, let's go low range, diff lock. I haven't gone. Okay, it's a little bit ahead. It's gonna take me a little while to get there though, because I'm off in this side track here. There was a quest I was doing over here with these couple trucks that were over here. Had to do with the crane, as you might be able to imagine. Yes, yeah, that's what I'm here for. How'd you know? Alright. Try and make this turn a little bit better. So I did jack up the suspension of the Paystar here. I wasn't really sure if it was a good idea or not, because I was worried. You're not getting any bigger tires out of it. And I was a little worried that you're just going to make the Paystar more flip-prone. I haven't necessarily seen it flip over yet, but I have only used it a little bit. So, alright, we gotta cross this river. I'm hoping that whatever this thing is, we can winch to if we need to. Oh, not neutral. Shit. There we go. Come on. This is one of those spots, if you got stuck, you're kind of out of luck unless you had a winch point, because there's not a whole lot around winch to. Thankfully, in that case, there was that tower, but I'm not sure if I've ever been this way. Alright. I think we can get it going here. Yeah, but the International Paystar is a real good truck. Well worth buying. Granted, you do have some comparable trucks that you don't have to buy, so if you want to save up your money, that's okay. I guess we could get the fuel while we're here. Yeah. Let's make this trip at least worth the headache. We can get a little bit more of this quest done. That wasn't the intention, but we'll take it. I don't really need all-wheel drive at the moment. I should turn that off. So I did one thing right so far in this stream. I backed a trailer up successfully. Fuel. All right. Now this has I have a. Could I have gotten a small pipe here? Definitely not here because that was the fuel. Because now that we have the fuel, it's like okay. The service hub might just be about the service parts though. Because in theory, we just dumped all our service parts all over the road. Alright. So this should just be a matter of following this road until we get to the Mountain River bit. Wasting a lot of daylight doing this. Oh well. Sometimes this is kind of the fun of this game. Is messing up and then fixing your mess up. We also get to learn with what's the limits of that P16 truck. How hard can you push it? It turns out, on the icy roads, don't floor it down a hill. Alright, so the way I'm going to initially try and remediate this issue is I'm going to go for taking the crane here and putting it on the trailer of the P16. If that works, great. I should probably fix the P16 first because it's currently up against that power pole, if I remember correctly, but all right. You know, I don't know. Oh yeah, there's only one engine type for this one. That's the one thing that's kind of unique about the International Paystar is it has no engine upgrades. You get whatever engine it comes with. And I guess that's his one advantage too, is it is a pretty good engine for the class of truck if you compare it to other ones like the Fleet Star, the White Western Star. Pretty capable engine that you don't need to upgrade. I wonder what the power to weight ratio is on it. That would be a thing to look at. I can look at that, I just don't want to lose my momentum right now. Although the fuel I'm carrying might factor into that. I've never really paid close attention. So B plus right now. We'll take a look at that after I drop off the fuel to see if that changes. I'm not sure if it does or not. Alright. Let's take it a little slower this time. Even though we do have chain tires on this guy, so shouldn't slide around as much. Alright, well there's our mess up ahead, I think. Oh, it looks like I might have already fixed the P16 and ended up being up against that power pole. I should still probably turn it out straight. Because there's a possibility... Well, I don't know. We'll see. If something happens, we've got this truck here with the trailer, and we can kind of figure it out. Alright, that's probably good enough. Let's put our anchor down. Switch over to this. Flip it over to the other side. Okay. Let's just do this a little at a time. So if we're lucky, this won't phase through the trailer and we'll actually be able to put it down. I think I have enough reach to get there. Yeah. I'll try and do all four at once. Okay. That's probably good enough. I might not be able to reach all four, though. We'll see. Although I can always winch it in, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. Okay. I might not be able to reach on the trailer, though, to get the fourth one on. But we don't have to be pretty with it. Game gives us a decent amount of leeway. Okay, that will probably do. Oh, shit. Hit the wrong button. Alright. Yeah, I think it's going to get harder and harder to get this last one on. But I'll give it a try. You can't stack the boxes on top of each other. Like, they have to actually be on the trailer, I'm pretty sure. That'll probably do it. Let's see if we can get this last one. I think that's the... Yeah, okay. So we'll winch it in here. Okay. I think it's stuck. There we go. Yeah, that's as high as I can lift it. So... I'm not gonna... That's as much as I can winch it in, and that's as high as I can lift it. Maybe if I pull it in a little bit. Although, what we could do is just set it here. Restore crane. Pull forward a tiny bit. Activate anchor. Go into the crane. Hopefully this gives us that little bit of reach that we need. I could have probably done a better job of pulling in too, but... Because I still have to reach pretty far. Yeah, I think that's as much as it will let me winch it in. We'll lift it high. Alright, and as I start getting it to the extent of our reach, we'll start dropping it. Yeah, that works. Alright. Restore crane. Stop engine. Change truck. F. Okay, it might still let me get away with it. Yay! So we had the bug where the cargo phased through our trailer, but it didn't really hurt us because I still had the pack interface. If I didn't have that, though, we would have been in trouble. And I think that's just a bug related to loading things from one truck to another. Hopefully they get that nailed eventually, because that's much more of a problem with co-op. Or if you're trying to do what I just did, which is load cargo from one truck to another. Alright. Our terrible turning circle is causing us some issues. I think the trailer's also being weird right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to detach it. Yeah, there was something going on with that trailer where it wouldn't turn. So I think detaching was the right call. Alright. Okay, well... And see, this is the classic thing, too. You have an accident and you're literally right there. We don't have to stay on the road. Bye, tree. Okay, there's that part. There is a way out this way. Okay, so the game plan was sell the trailer and then go get those couple trailers. I'm gonna go ahead and take the International Paystar and drop off its cargo too. So we'll do this bit and then I'll transition over. All right, so how do I have to get there? Just keep going down this road? Okay, that's pretty straightforward. All right. So yeah, just the fuel and the small pipes. And the small pipes should be here on this map. And we already have another truck to kind of finish the job up. So if I want to do that, I could. We just want to clean it up. All right. Sell this. All right. I'll go ahead and do the what we need to do with the International Paystar, and I might just finish off this quest because small pipes is all that's in the way of us finishing this off. So why not? All right. All-wheel drive. This is good too because we did need a crane for one of the quests on this map, so that works out. All right, so where do I get the small pipes? You know what? We can finally fix that concrete slab that's over there, but apparently I can get them from over there, so... That was a mistake I made on an earlier stream where I accidentally put some concrete slabs rather than in my trailer. I put it on the loading bay. And normally you can't really do anything about those, but if I load it onto my bed, I can delete it. So I might do that just to clean it up. Alright, I think there's a shortcut there, but that's kind of a dicey shortcut, so we're not going to take that. We cleared all the blockers on this map. Let's take advantage of that. Oh, I should have my all-wheel drive off. And we'll just use the good roads here. Which I highly recommend if you're newer to this game. Shortcuts oftentimes aren't. They might be short in distance, but not in time. Yeah, so right there's a shortcut I could take as well. But all I have to do... normally there's a pipe here until you do a quest. Blocking the way, so that shortcut's more necessary earlier on, but... I'm tempted to hit it in low gear and get our diff lock going there, because I could see the tires spinning. Oh well. I'll get the fuel on the way back. I think I also need a crane over in Pedro Bay, if I remember correctly, but... we'll worry about that later, because our objective right now is to finish off the quests in this location. Yeah, and see, this right here is the reason why you want to take main roads if you can, because there's no way you're going off-road at that kind of speed. Alright, let's go clean this up. Pretty sure I have to put it on the bed to delete it, but if not, oh well. There might even be an interface to delete it where it is, but I couldn't figure it out. So, we'll do it this way. It's unfortunate we don't need concrete slabs. I might need it for a quest somewhere, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's not like it's that hard to get more. That'll work for me. And then you go to remove cargo. Boop. Now it's gone. Oh, I do want to restore crane. Alright. Get our cargo. We need small pipes. Okay. Oh, I meant to check. Our power to weight ratio changes with the cargo. It still says B+, and I would imagine there's a difference in weight between the fuel and the pipes, but I'll drop this off and then I'll check. Shouldn't take us that long. I'll get fuel on our way, too. Oh. Phantom stick. There's a poltergeist around here. Alright, let's see if we can keep that head of steam going up this hill. Yeah, it worked okay. Looked like that one tire in the front is lifting off the ground a little bit, but as it's not a powered wheel, not a big deal. Well, it's not powered when we don't have all-wheel drive on, I should say. Okay, get our fuel. You can hold in the button to get full fuel when you're doing that fueling process, but I also oftentimes find it just quicker to just hit the button repeatedly to get as much fuel as you need. Alright, we gotta go a little slower because going over these rocks at speed will hurt our suspension. Alright. Yeah, I think that the thing does not factor in your power to rate. Mouse trucker. Yeah. Well, I've definitely been really into this game since it came out. So maybe it's appropriate to change my name to Mouse Trucker. Alright. Let me... But then he needs to get into arm wrestling. That's an over-the-top reference right there. The thing that cracked me up the most about that movie is Sylvester Stallone having that, like, workout rig in the truck with him. I don't know what it was, but that just killed me. Thank you. We appreciate your work getting those supplies to the mills. Alright. I don't think that one unlocked anything, but it was just a good one to get out of the way. And of course the ending of that movie is good because Well, good as a relative. It's just fun, I guess, is the better way to put that. So which one is this? The coiled one. That's the one we're looking to get from Pedro Bay. All right, so we'll go get fuel and then we'll go there. Because there's not a lot of infrastructure. I want to turn... I'm thinking this way. Hopefully I did this one right. I think that's correct. Yeah, it was like one of those pulley weight things that you see at gyms. You would think it would be a little bit, I mean, maybe the kind of weight that he's doing, I don't know, but like a dumbbell or something. Although the way he was doing it, I'm trying to remember how he was pulling. But it was just funny. To me, anyway. But all the silly characters you have that were almost like professional wrestlers, and the end event was kind of fun. The guy that just drinks oil for whatever reason. I guess that's to show how tough he is or something. I guess I should say motor oil, to be more specific on the type of oil that he drinks. Alright, so I have no idea where we're going on this map, but we'll figure that out once we get there. I just need to know we need to get on the map. It kind of reminded me a little bit, just a little bit, of the movie The Warriors. And the fact that the Warriors, you have all these themed gangs, and some of the themes are rather silly. Alright, let's take a look at the map. See where we need to go. Oh, it's all the way over here, okay. Probably the best path is go on this northern road, because this road is mostly paved. I think this bit right into here is not paved, but all the rest should be paved. If I remember correctly, I don't even know if this is all that much shorter, but this is really muddy and we'll get bogged down and it'll take a while, so yeah. As far as other trucks, I do have one truck here. This is like a truck that I set up for logistics because there's no fuel stations or anything here. There's a couple fuel tankers, and there's not a whole lot of places to get repairs. You have this service hub down here, which I did activate with the quest, so I can get repairs there, but it's unclear on one side of the map. So I just brought the GMC over here with the maintenance bed, the maintenance bed, frame add-on, whatever you want to call it. And then I have the Cat and the White Western Star here as well. The White Western Star might be in the way to do this quest, so we probably have to move it off to one side or something, but... Alright, let's get going. I might end up advancing time here, but it's still a little bit of daylight. Whoa! Okay. I don't know if the P16 is the truck for the job here, because that bit right there is probably going to catch me out. So, because we don't have chains on our tires, we're definitely susceptible to the ice, which I'm having a problem with right now. And because the roads here, especially that one back there, have these slants to them, that's pretty much what just happened there, as I slid down the slant. If I do that with a trailer, that could be real problematic. And this is where it comes in, where, again, I've gone over this before, but I see this debate amongst players that play this game that chain tires are useless because you don't really encounter ice. This, what I'm driving on right now, this is clearly ice, but the roads are icy too. And this truck doesn't even really do all that badly on the ice. I've seen some trucks that do. It's dependent on the truck, really. But some trucks do much worse without chains. Now this truck, I can't put chains on the tires. I can only take one tire type, so this is what we're stuck with. But I am a little hesitant with this that I possibly brought the wrong truck for the job. I've only used the P16 limitedly in Alaska, and I have... So far, I only had one issue with it, which we just kind of experienced not that long ago. If I take it slow, it might be okay, but that slant, I was even taking it slow and it was pulling me along that angle, so I also don't know how heavy this trailer is going to be. Well, we could get it most of the way there and maybe switch it off to a different truck if it really comes down to it. I'm definitely switching to daytime once we get there, because I don't want to haul whatever this trailer is. I suspect it's big. Now, this might be a problem on the way back, especially if you slam your engine into the ground. Now, then again, it may not, because this truck's very capable and that kind of stuff, which is the reason why I'm using it. If I didn't use this truck, I don't know what I would use. We could try the P12, but... you know, honestly, if we switch it off, that might not be a big deal. With the P12, that is. P12 doesn't do as well in mud and stuff, so we want to drive past that bit. It would take me a while to get here, though, with the P12. Yeah, see, that slope right there, I just started going down it, and there wasn't a whole lot I could do about it. And with a heavy trailer, that's going to be dicey. We'll see. Almost there. At least I think so. Yeah. Getting a little bogged down here. Maybe go into low range. Alright, we can probably pick up the pace now. So this is another area that's blocked off until you fix the oil pipeline. Oh. But I tend to prioritize that kind of stuff. I think we did that on stream. Me clearing a lot of the blockers in this territory. Oh! Yeah, that was the ice taking me again. Okay, we're gonna need to get our other truck out of the way. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to squeeze past this with this size truck, so we'll just stick ourselves in the snow over here. Alright, where do I want to put you? I could stick you over here on the ice, I guess. I just kind of left these trucks over here because There are still quests over here, and considering how far away it is, oop, it's good to just kind of keep some over here. Oh, I was gonna say, I bet you I went past where I was supposed to turn. But you know what? There's a little bit of area here we can kind of pull off to. Hopefully the trailer will be out of the road. Not quite. That might do. Maybe just a little bit further forward. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, if I need fuel, I can get it here because there is a trailer. Let's just do that now. I also can do repairs here, so just dip my toe into that and we're repaired. Okay, refuel. Alright, so as I suspected, this is a fairly large trailer. Alright, I'll hook up to it. Then depending on what time it is, I might advance to the morning. Because I don't want to have to look around this giant trailer while it's dark. It's not going to be fun. That'll probably do. Alright, turn off our engine. Skip time to 6 in the morning.